What is up, guys? Got something really exciting today. I haven't really recorded a whole lot since I've been back. I've been back a little over a week, been out 3 or 4 times. So kind of had the camera rolling, caught a couple shots, nothing really good. Kind of hadn't really been on them yet. Just trying to readjust and get back in after returning home. So today it's Friday, Memorial Day weekend. I just want to give a shout out first to all the people that have given their lives for us. I think that's something that we kind of forget about on Memorial Day. Being active duty military, I get a lot of people that thank me for my service on Memorial Day. This isn't about me. This is about the ones that gave their lives for us. So this weekend, while you guys are out, partying, fishing, water skiing, barbecuing, whatever, enjoy that time with your families and friends, but think about the guys that sacrificed their lives for you. So let's get into it. So while I was deployed, doing a little bit of surfing, the web and stuff a lot when I wasn't busy, and I come across, I've always been interested in Big Bite Baits. I've kind of used a couple of their things. I'm by no means am sponsored by them. They're not paying for this video or anything like that. I just seen this on their website. They have a Fishathon. I guess it's every year. This is the first year I heard it. You don't win anything crazy. You get like a hat and a t-shirt, I think, if you participate and finish. But what it is they have 10 baits, and you have to catch a fish on each bait and send a picture and upload it on their website. And once you get to 1 fish with each bait, so 10 fish total, you get a hat and a t-shirt. So, really good marketing idea. I bought a whole box of stuff. So today we're going to go out, we're going to try out some of this stuff. Already been using the Fighting Frog a little bit. And got that Tilapia Magic Fighting Frog. I'm on Santee Cooper a lot. Drew Cook wanted on it. You can't not buy it. So we're gonna kind of break down, what I'm doing with this stuff. I'm gonna try a couple of different things out, see how they look. I really like the action on the Fighting Frog. I've used the Kamikaze Frog or Kamikaze Craw a little bit too. I really like it on like a swim jig so far. It looks really nice on a swim jig. So yeah, we're gonna break a couple things down and we'll get to it. So yeah, I'm gonna get the boat ready. I'm gonna rig a couple things up, and I'll see you on the water. Alright guys, so we're here on the river. One thing, I haven't been up here in a long time actually. I didn't come up here only one time last summer. And one thing I like to do, especially on a sunny day like this, I like to kind of focus on these creek mouths. Where the creeks come into the main river, sometimes they'll kind of stack up there, especially now it's late May. They're coming out of their spawning, so a lot of times they'll pull up out of the river into these creeks and get out of the current spawn. So sometimes you can kind of find them right here in these creek mouths. So said, what I like to do, I'm doing this Big Bite Baits challenge. So, got me just a little, water's kind of clear for the river, so I got me a little green jackhammer chatterbait. I threw a little fighting frog and tilapia on it. Try to imitate a bluegill, because I don't think the shad are up here yet. It might be, I might be wrong. They're in there. I don't know if it's a little brim or what it is. There's something in there after it. These little creek mouths create little eddies. A little slicker and a little calmer water. You can catch them in the moving water when they're in a good eating mood. And if you can find them in the moving water, that's usually when you catch a bunch. But I like this little bit of calmer water on days like today. The water's kind of slow. It's not really moving fast. River's down a little bit, so it'll pull them out of these creeks a little further. Sometimes they'll be up in that creek in inches of water. It's crazy. Hopefully they're hungry for us today. So what I'm looking at here is like a little embankment in the creek mouth, and it's just littered with roots where the water's washed away all the dirt and everything. And they like these big root balls. They get up in there tight. Flipping 20-pound fluorocarbon probably should go up to some heavy braid, especially in this dirty water, but we're gonna give this a shout real quick and see how it does. I might step up to the braid if we have to get in there real thick. But right now I'm just kind of plucking around the outsides of it, seeing if they're pulled off in it or if they're up in there deep. We're gonna make a move. Got me a flipping stick here rigged up. It's a 1/2 ounce tungsten 4/0 VMC Flippin Hook. I'm gonna throw on one of these battle bugs. Something I like about these Big Bite baits so far is they've got really good action. They've got a lot of play in them, and they're scented really well. They're a little, from what I've noticed, at least with the fighting frog, they're a little easy to tear up, but you have to sacrifice durability for action sometimes, so I completely understand, and I couldn't be more happy with the action so far. Texas frigate. Gosh, I don't know what I'm doing there. I think that looks pretty good. A lot of little appendages coming off of it. It's got the crawls and then little antennas coming off. It's got a good little action there. There we go. It's a good fish for the river. About 2 pounds with the fighting frog. I was supposed to take a picture with the bait in his mouth, but whatever. We'll take the next one. I'm confident. I am confident. Flipped it right up on that base of that tree, and he just absolutely annihilated it. I flipped it up there a little bit ago, and one ate my the little pinchers off of it. Figured it was just a bluegill, but flipped it back up in there a little bit later. Reckon it wasn't, or maybe it was. Maybe he was up there in them bluegill. Has that little belly to it. Thank you, Lord, for that fish. It was nice to get back out here and just come out for fun and just catch a few. There's a good one. Oh yeah. Heck yeah, that's a good one on the river. I'm gonna go ahead and snap a picture of that one. Oh yeah, it's a good 3-pounder, easy. Nice belly, post spawn. Appreciate you, buddy. I was on the battle bug, just flipping up against that riverbank. So a lot of times the deep side of the riverbank has these undercut banks, and if you look up there, you'll see all these roots coming off these trees, and they get right up, pinned up in them roots. And just kind of pitch up in there and let it float down the bank and you find them. I threw that one right up on the bank. Oh my goodness, that's a big old cottonmouth. Blending in so good right there up in that tree. Looks just like a branch. Something else. If you're down here in South Carolina, or Georgia, Florida, Kentucky, I mean, it doesn't matter. Anywhere in the South, really. You watch out for them things. Because they will try to get in your boat. And they are aggressive. And they're everywhere down here. That's the second one I've seen today. I've only been out here about an hour and a half. A little bitty guy flipping the bushes. Look at him, about the size of the, how much smaller than the battle bug. Exciting though. I love flipping these bushes. Get up in there and it's just, all of a sudden they're there. A lot of fun. Hopefully we can find a big one doing it. Now that the sun's out, stopped getting bites on the river. Moved around a couple places, came up into a little spot. So they're in the bushes. Not a big one, but good sign. Caught two relatively close together in the bushes. So we're gonna sit here and pick these bushes apart real quick, see if we can't find a couple more. Maybe find a big one hanging out in here. There's a good one. Oh, I got him wrapped. Oh, he came off. That's the downfall of the flipping bush. That was a freaking good one, too. Alright, so I found another good set of willow bushes over here. We're going to flip those, but first, we got a little undercut bank over here. Some rock, it looks like. A couple of laydowns, got some bushes in here too. There we go. That's another good one. Heck yeah. Another one on the, what's this thing called? Battle bug. Fat belly. These must have just got done. I think is, so this is slack water off the river. This is a little pocket with no current. I think these are fish coming up. Just got done spawning. After 4 or 5, that's the 5th one now on this same paddle bug, so it lasts a little better than the fighting frog does, but can't expect them to last a million fish and still have good action at least. But so far I'm really impressed with this battle bug. First time ever using it. Caught 5 on it so far, so I'm digging it. There's a really good scent to it. The little legs just kick. I think these are definitely post-spawn fish because I'm not even feeling them hit it. They're just taking it and just going. Just swimming off with it. They're not really being aggressive. That one little bitty one I caught in the bush was hit it pretty hard, but these just real subtle. Alright guys, told you I'd see you on the water. Here I am. This right here don't know how well you can see that. This is why I love South Carolina. I love this cypress tree, swampy, calm, pretty. There's nothing going on but the birds and the fish swimming. It's just amazing. I've been out here for a little bit, so you've already seen some of the fish I've caught. I wanted to kind of dive into the Fishathon a little bit, since that's kind of what this video is about. You get 10 baits from Big Bites. They pick the baits. You catch fish on them. So you just need one fish for each bait. Been out here all day today. I've tried a bunch of different things. Managed to catch one on Fighting Frog. I ended up losing a couple on the Fighting Frog as well. But my big money maker has been the battle bug, actually. I've been flipping it in the bushes and into some heavy, like, laid over trees, flipping it up in the treetops. It's been catching them. I'm really impressed with it. The action is phenomenal. The scent's really good. It does a good job. I mean, it catches fish, as you can see. But I just wanted to break down. I kind of said earlier, I don't know if I'm going to include that footage yet or not, but kind of went into detail a little bit about my setups, but I'm going to break it down a little further for you real quick. So for the Fighting Frog, I'm just using a Denali lithium. I'm going to drop all this stuff in the description, a link to it from Tackle Warehouse, by the way. I just use a little 2 worm hook, offset worm hook from VMC, and just a little 1/4 ounce tungsten weight with a peg. You just peg it. I know a lot of people don't like to peg. A lot of people do. I peg all of my Texas rigs. Very rarely will you catch me not pegging a Texas rig. It's usually if I'm just wanting something to fall super slow, which is not me. I like to move fast. So, anyways, this is a 7'4" medium heavy. Just a Shimano Curado 741, 20-pound Sunline Sniper, I believe, is on this one. Yeah, Sniper Fluorocarbon. That's pretty much it. Basic little Texas rig rod. Nothing crazy, outlandish. I stick with 20. I know some guys down here go a little lighter, some go a little heavier. 20 is my comfort zone. I use 18, 20, depending on where I'm at when I'm flipping a lot of trees and sticks and junk. So I want something strong, but I still want to maintain the action the fluorocarbon gives. Visibility is not really an issue on the river. I don't know how well you can see this dirty water, but it's pretty much stained 999 times out of 1,000. So for the battle bug, I was flipping it on a 7.4 heavy worm and jig rod. I'm using a VMC Flippin Hook and a 4/0, 1/2 ounce tungsten weight with a peg as well. Using 50-pound Power Pro braided line. I don't really see the necessity of going huge. I see a lot of guys, they're flipping with 85 or 65. I kind of use that rod universally between flipping and a frog. I've got a bunch of them, and I kind of bounce them back and forth. If I want 4 frogs rigged up, I'll have 4 frogs rigged up. If I want 4 different flipping setups, I'll have 4 rigged up. The reason I only do 7.4, a lot of people 7.6, 7.11, they get big with the rods. A lot of times when I'm flipping and I need that heavier rod, I'm in stuff like this. It's tight quarters, close combat. That rod tip, I like it high so I can feel better. And limbs, I get hung up enough with a 7.4. Adding an extra few inches is just gonna drive me up the wall. But anyways, figure I'd keep it kind of short and just kind of explain what I'm doing here. So really all we've done today is the Fighting Frog and the Battle Bug. for the Fishathon. We're gonna try to go to like 2 more spots, and then I think we're gonna call it an evening. Well, not a giant, but we caught another fish. Oh, for a second I thought it was a smallmouth. Oof. Another one on the fighting frog, so that's a little better, even though he ripped off my tentacle. I'm gonna fish up this creek a little bit and see how it goes, so this might be the last time you see me. I don't know if y'all just seen that, but that was a cottonmouth coming out of that tree. I believe that's the 4th or 5th one I've seen today. And I told y'all earlier, I said you watch out for them cottonmouths because they're everywhere. I ain't joking. They're everywhere. I think I might take that as a sign it's probably ready to get going. So, see y'all later. If I've kept you this long, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. Hit the bell next to it because I'm going to be bringing a lot more videos now that I'm home. I got some time to fish, and we're going to be doing it. I'm going to try to keep up with this Fishathon thing. We've got 2 knocked out, got 8 more to go, so try to get them knocked out and get them on film. So yeah, I'm excited. I've got a lot of really good ideas for video content, and I'm going to bring it to you. So just, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click the bell so you see when my videos come. See y'all later. Oh, don't forget, check out my Instagram and my TikTok for some more content coming your way.